Okay. Yeah. Once again, very good morning and thanks for joining. So yesterday we discussed about cloud computing introduction. Okay. So intro about cloud computing. Today we are going to discuss a couple of things which we definitely must and should know when we go for especially Azure. Because when you compare with AWS, there is no hierarchy mostly when you go for AWS, but especially when you go for Azure, so we need to follow the hierarchy. So when you want to use the services, whatever Microsoft is offering, let's go and discuss what are the hierarchy we need to follow in terms when you especially go for Azure, not in AWS, not in Google Cloud. Okay, let's see again. This I'm repeating again back. Okay, little about intro about Azure. So as Microsoft announced in the year 2008 with the name called Project Red Dog, which is officially launched in 2010 Feb 1st with the name called Microsoft Azure, Windows Azure, which is completely designed followed with the AWS platform. And Microsoft is offering, yesterday also we discussed, Microsoft is offering almost 250 services. Okay, 250 services in terms of IaaS, in terms of PaaS, in terms of SaaS services. Okay, and Microsoft spread across 60 plus regions. Microsoft spread across 60 plus regions throughout the global, and almost all the cloud providers are going to charge per hourly basis. Mostly Microsoft is also going to charge per hourly basis. That's what yesterday we discussed, and what are the services Microsoft is offering. It can't fit in single slide, so but most of the services which we are relevant to SQL Server is so we need to know about compute, we need to know about storage, we need to know about networks, along with we need to know about the databases. So most of the services we are going to discuss almost uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 7 to 8 services or 10 services we are going to discuss, like in terms of Active Directory, in terms of Azure Key Vault, in terms of automation, like and databases, Azure SQL database, Azure MI. We are going to discuss in terms of compute. We are going to discuss VMs deployment, storage. We are going to discuss disk along with the storage account. In AWS, we will call it as a S3 bucket. In Azure, you are calling as a storage account. Networks, we are going to discuss. Uh, okay, and if time permits, that's what I told you, right? If time permits, we'll discuss about the Azure Data Lake and we'll discuss about the Azure Data Factory.
Hey
So,
Subbu, I have one doubt, Subbu.
yeah,
Like example, in the current trend, in the current industry, most of the businesses are going with Azure or with AWS when related to SQL Server.
it depends on reason, sir.
Hmm.
It's a very good question. Actually, depends on reason. So, for example, uh, if you go for Australia, if you go for UK, okay, mostly they will rely on the AWS platforms. Okay, mostly. And
Reasons, Subbu, like any
no,
technical
see,
reasons or?
for example, in your hometown, there are four network providers are there. What you will do, you will verify who is giving best service, who is giving best support, who is offering with less price, correct? Based on and which service is good. So based on that only you will pick the any one of the service, right? Network provider, and you
Correct,
will also
correct, correct.
take the feedbacks. Now here also same, sir. Okay, here also same because it's a cloud provider. Okay, in the market we are having n number of cloud providers. Out of that, Azure is also one cloud provider. Okay, so we don't know, right, what kind of feedbacks they received. Okay, some people won't like Microsoft, some people will like AWS because maybe the feedback or maybe the support they are offering, it differs. We can't say either it is Azure or it is AWS, but mostly most of the organizations, that's what. See, whenever you see the yesterday I shown you the trend, right? So there is almost the gap is filling. Microsoft is almost the gap is filling. When you compare with AWS, okay, Microsoft is offering lot many analytics tools, lot many AI tools, okay, lot many IoT tools, lot many missile level language tools. when you compare with AWS. And mostly user-friendly kind of services Microsoft will offer, sir. That's a one reason. But again, it depends uh, what they will choose. Either it can be AWS, it can be Google Cloud. So previous organization, which is UK, my organization is so completely they completely on the almost we supported almost like 40 to 50 clients. Okay, 40 to 50 clients, and all our clients are all our clients' data is residing on Azure only, Azure platform. So it depends again. Okay.
Once we are comfortable on Azure, AWS also it is the same thing, right? Like non.
Almost not all the services are okay. All the services, but in terms of compute, in terms of network, in terms of storage, almost similar only. Okay,
Okay.
but the terminologies will be different. The concept will be different. See,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
is no concept called Azure Data Factory in AWS. There is no concept called Azure Data Lake in AWS.
Okay.
Okay, so Microsoft, what is doing right? Almost all the data engineering stuff, data analytics stuff. So Microsoft enhance a lot, basically.
Okay. If he wants SSIS or okay something like that, AWS will not offer. He has to go with the Azure only. You meant to say?
Yes, yes. So SSIS is on-prem services. Okay, uh, like in when you specially go for cloud. So technically, we are calling it as a data factory.
Yeah,
In
but
on-prem, you'll call it
uh,
as a SSIS. In Azure, you will call it as a data factory.
but AWS okay doesn't offer all these things. ADF.
No, most of the things, no, no,
Okay.
no. So what are the services your project, okay? What kind of dependencies, all the stuff based on that only will go basically. And I told you, right, maybe you will collect some feedbacks from different vendors, okay? How the support you are getting from either from AWS or from Azure, means Microsoft, okay? And how much they are offering. All these parameters also they will look into. Okay, whether they need to go for which cloud provider, which cloud provider. But mostly they will do some research, they will do some R&D before they start. But mostly Microsoft is having a lot of good tools are basically okay in terms of analytics, in terms of virtualization, in terms of visualization. Okay, so Microsoft is offering a number of things. Even you can deploy SAP over AWS, sorry, Azure. Okay, you can deploy Oracle, you can deploy PostgreSQL, MySQL, many things. Okay, many things on top of cloud platform. Yep,
Sure, sure. Thank you so much, Subbu.
yeah. Now, uh, if you ask, okay, so what is next our goal? What is our next? Okay, once we are stable in SQL, once you stable as a DBA, okay. Now, what I can enhance means you can start enhancing either Power BI or Azure Data Factory or Azure Data Lake. You are having here itself. You are having many tools, sir. You no need to go anywhere, and you no need to go and do research. So here itself you can find. Here itself you can find. So which are related to SQL. Almost you can understand, okay? Most of the things you can understand. But what I can do is once you are good at DBA, spend some time on development, sir. SQL development, okay? If you spend some time on development, you are happy to go for Azure Data Factory, you are happy to go for Azure Synapse, you are happy to go for Microsoft Fabric. Now that will be the game changer. That will be the game changer after Data Factory, after Synapse. Okay, so Azure Fabric will be the game changer basically. Yep. Is it clear, everyone?
Clear, clear.
Yeah. Any questions? Anyone? Okay. Yeah. Now let's move on, sir. Okay. Now most of the services we are going to discuss as part of this training so that you will get familiarized. Okay. Now let's discuss slowly one by one, one by one. Okay. So earlier, like almost 5 to 6 years ago, if you wanted to open Microsoft portal, okay, cloud portal, okay. So we used to use manage.windows.windowsazure.com, windowsazure.com, and this is how your portal looks like earlier, like 3 to 4 years back. This is how your portal looks like. Okay, you will open manage.windowsazure.com. Now Microsoft has been completely redesigned. Microsoft completely redesigned. Now he make it as a portal.azure.com. How he make it as a portal.azure.com. Portal.azure.com. Now see, especially when you are learning from the blogs or from the uh, YouTube or from LinkedIn, anywhere, sir. If you are learning something, okay, if you are specially learning something, okay, whenever you are referring any screenshots, any videos, okay, which is belong to this screenshot, try to avoid those things because cloud is drastically enhancing a lot. It's enhancing a lot. Whatever the feature you will see today, maybe after 1 week, after 2 weeks, maybe that feature can be enhanced or maybe that feature can be removed. So Microsoft is enhance not only Microsoft, sir, all the cloud providers are enhancing a lot because before they will try to implement something in, in on-prem, first they are implementing everything in the cloud, on top of the cloud. Later on, once everything is okay, then they are going to implement in the on-premises. In the on-premises. So mostly when you are referring any blogs, any screenshots, which is like looks like this, okay, try to avoid those uh, blogs or those sessions, okay, because it's enhanced a lot. Okay, Microsoft enhanced a lot. Now the portal looks like portal.azure.com. If you wanted to connect to the Microsoft Azure, you need to go for portal.azure.com, and this can be also customized. When you go for real world, when you just go for real world, in real world also, can I open portal.azure.com? Subbu means no, sir. Maybe you can do the customize your you can do your customize because so for example, if you are working for Nike, you know about the Nike product. So the portal is nike.portal.azure.com. Okay, they can customize this portal. They can customize this portal. Whenever you open this portal, first you will get your company logo like Nike logo, and you need to provide your username and password. Once you provide your username and password, this is how your portal looks like. This is how your portal looks like. Means this portal can be customized. Okay, don't think that this is only one portal we can use in real world, but most of the time you will use portal.azure.com. You will use portal.azure.com. Most of the time you will use portal.azure.com. But you can customize this portal, you can customize this portal, okay, in real world. You can customize this portal in real world. Please keep it in mind. This is one important. So when you are referring this kind of screenshot, this kind of blogs, okay, just try to avoid because cloud is drastically enhancing a lot. So Microsoft enhance a lot in each and every services. So try to prefer new blogs, okay, new screenshots, new videos, which is looks like this, okay, looks like this. And if you wanted to connect to the Microsoft Azure, you need to go for portal.azure.com, portal.azure.com. Once you connect to the portal, once you connect to the portal, every cloud provider they are going to provide the free trial subscription. Every cloud provider they are going to provide the free trial subscription, means 1 month. For 1 month you can access the Microsoft services, but couple of services are going to provide for yearly. But again, okay, but again, one second, yeah, but again, so couple of services are providing yearly. uh me services are providing yearly, but your free trial subscription will expire in 1 month. Your free trial subscription will expire in 1 month. Please keep it in your mind. This is very important. Your free trial subscription will expire in 1 month. So within 1 month, So you Microsoft is providing almost $200 USD. 200 USD means approximately 15,000 to 16,000 when you convert into Indian currency. So Microsoft is going to provide 15 to 16,000. Okay, so in terms of Indian currency, so but $200 Microsoft is providing for your subscription. Okay. Now you can use maximum all the services you can use, but couple of services no you can't use under the free trial subscription. For example, if you go for MI, you can't deploy MI in the free trial subscription. You can't deploy MI in the free trial subscription. Again, when you go for Azure SQL database also, there are a couple of restrictions you can notice when you go for free trial subscription. When you especially go for free trial subscription, couple of things you can't do, but most of the things you can do it. Okay, under the free trial subscription means we can do many things under free trial subscription in terms of Azure SQL database, in terms of VMs, in terms of storages, in terms of networks. So mostly we can do, but MI is little costly services, so you can't deploy under the free trial subscription. So after free trial subscription expires, so please be careful. Okay, while you are before you going and creating the free trial subscription. For example, after 2 weeks, you are having some family functions or something, and you won't be available for 1 week or 10 days. Don't go and simply create the free trial subscription by today, sir. Create after vacation is completed. So you make sure that you need to be available for 1 month so that you won't waste your free trial subscriptions. Okay, you won't waste your free trial subscriptions. Please be available for 30 days. Okay, and do all the practices. You can do whatever you can. You were done for last 30 days. We discussed a lot, right? Same thing you can try to implement under the Azure platform as well. Same thing you can implement under the Azure platform as well. So after 30 days, Subbu, so what I can do means, sir, your subscription will expire. Okay, will expire. You need to convert your free trial subscription under pay as you go model. Okay, under pay as you go model, or maybe you need to again create a separate. You need to again get your separate account and get your again credit card. So Microsoft is going to charge you 2 rupees. Even for AWS is also they are going to charge 2 rupees. Okay, but AWS will follow little hierarchy, a little time I think. Okay, when we create the free trial subscription for AWS, but Azure won't take more time. Okay, straight away it will create the free trial subscription and you can start using the services whatever Microsoft is offering. After free trial expiration, you can go for pay as you go model, but please be careful. So uh, couple of services are free for 12 months. Okay, even though maybe whatever the resources you are going to select, Microsoft will charge minimally. So please be aware when you are going for pay as you go model. Okay, you no need to go for pay as you go model. You can do everything under the free trial subscription. But once at least you can go for pay as you go model if you wanted to practice MI. If you wanted to practice MI, you can go for pay as you go model and practice for 1 or 2 days, because MI will charge like anything, sir. MI will charge like anything. Please be careful. Okay, before you convert the free trial subscription to the pay as you go model. Is it clear? And you can ask any one of your friends or members, okay, who is holding your credit card. So Microsoft won't take any amount from you. Microsoft will charge only 2 rupees, sir. But please be careful when once you start working with the Azure services. Okay, so I will tell you what are the hints you need to follow so that okay, you can practice for whole 1 month with the $200 means 15,000 rupees. You can practice for whole month. So if you're simply running the services, because some couple of services are little expensive services. If you spin that services and if you leave and you went for vacation for 1 or 2 days, once you back from vacation, so Microsoft will utilize all that $200. Later on, you can't do anything, sir. Okay, within that $200 only, you can deploy the VMs, you can deploy the disk, you can deploy the storage. So please be aware. Okay, so when you are spinning the services, because couple of services are little costlier. Couple of services are little costlier. So if you're spinning something, after your configuration done, go and simply remove the services. Go and verify how I need to deploy the services, how that service is working functionality. Once you are comfortable, just go and delete the services. Again, if you want, you can go and create after, sir. Again, after 2 days, once you back, again you can go and create the services. It won't take more time. Most of the services won't take more time. So then, Subbu, I want to spin the VMs for clusters for always on. Okay, so I can't practice everything in one day, right? So I can't practice everything in one day, right? Then how I can spin? Okay, then how I can spin? So in this in this scenario, you can spin the VMs up, but stop the VMs. So Microsoft won't charge that much. Okay, so once you practice for today for 1 or 2 hours, stop the VMs. Again, once you back, again you can pin the again you can start the VMs. Again you can go for the practice purpose. Is it clear, everyone? No? Yes? Are there online people?
Subbu, instead of
Yeah.
using the Azure virtual machine, we can use the our virtual machine as the same or different it would be.
You need to practice on cloud, right, sir?
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
just I'm asking, so it would
No,
be
that is
the same
different.
or different, different.
See, on-premise, on how you are spinning VM in on-prem, same how you will spin in cloud also.
Okay,
Okay, but
okay.
you wanted to experience the cloud feel, right? So how
Yes, sir.
I can spin because couple of laptops are not that much compatible. So couple of students' laptops are not that much compatible. They can't spin the VMs, but they wanted to get the good experience on how the VMs. You can go and spin in cloud. Okay, you are having 30 days, right? You can spin over the cloud. Okay, just
Okay,
interact with
Subbu.
your friends. Are definitely most of the people are holding the credit cards. Okay, so tell them Microsoft won't take any amount from them. Microsoft will charge only 2 rupees. Microsoft will charge only 2 rupees. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. So if you're not using beyond, Microsoft won't charge that much, sir. But again, still Microsoft will charge minimally, even if you go for pay-as-you-go model. If you convert after free trial, if you go for converting pay-as-you-go model, Microsoft will charge minimally, sir. Uh, Basically, you no need, but if you wanted to practice MI, MI, you need to go for pay-as-you-go model. Behalf of everyone, so I will spin the MI, okay, spin the MI, so that you will get some experience on how MI is, how MI we need to deploy. If you get a chance in real world, what are the differences you will notice when you go for Azure SQL database, especially for MI, and how the migrations we can do for MI. Okay, so let's see, sir. Maybe in future, even MI will also become the free trial subscription. Maybe, sir, because I'm not sure why Microsoft is restricting MI. He can go for minimal, and he can, he can allow for us to spend the free trial subscription so that most of the people can practice MI under free trial subscription. But mostly widely used service are MI. Okay, mostly widely used service is MI along with Azure SQL database. Okay, so MI we are using mostly in real world. So we must and should know about the MI managed instance. This is about the free trial subscription. Okay, now once you connect to the portal, sir. Once you connect to the portal, can I access everything? No, you can see everything, but you can't access everything, sir. Okay, if you wanted to access, first you need to create the subscription. So Microsoft will follow the hierarchy. Very, very, very important, sir. Once you connect to the portal, can I do everything, Subbu? No, you can't do everything. Okay, you can't do everything. You need to first create the subscription. Subscription will place a one of the key factor in entire cloud, in Azure cloud. For especially for Azure cloud, sir, this is only specially for Azure, okay, not applicable for AWS, not applicable for Google Cloud, nothing, sir. When you specially go for Azure, okay, once you connect to the portal, if you want to deploy any services, if you want to use any services, first you need to create the subscription. First you need to create the subscription. So first, let's see what is subscription. Okay, so first you need to create the subscription. First you need to create the subscription. Without subscription, you can't do anything, sir. We can't do anything. So subscription, Azure subscription provides the capability to create, to deploy, and run the Azure cloud services like VMs, containers, blah blah blah, sir. Whatever Microsoft is offering, like 250 services plus 250 plus services Microsoft is offering, right? If you wanted to create those services, if you wanted to deploy those services, if you wanted to run the services, definitely you need to create the subscription. You need to create the subscription. Even we are not a Azure admin, you must and should know little about the subscription. Okay, you are I'm a DBA, I'm a SQL DBA, Subbu. Uh, I will, I need to know some information about subscription. Yes, sir, mandatory. Everyone must and should know about the subscription. Very, very important. Very, very important, sir. Because once you log into the portal, you don't know how many subscription your organization is maintaining, which subscription they deployed the VMs, which subscription they deployed the MIA. Okay, what type of subscription? First, we need to get some insights once you connect to the portal. Once you connect to the portal, you need to go through the what kind of subscription, how many subscription we are maintaining. Okay, so all that we need to go through it once you connect to the portal in real world. So if you don't have Azure subscription, you can't use any of the Azure services. This is the blind spot. Means without subscription, you can't do anything from the Azure portal. Okay? Means can I deploy any services? No. Without Azure subscription, either it can be free trial or it can be pay as you go model. Either it can be free trial or it can be pay as you go model. Without subscription, you can't do anything, sir. We can't do anything. So now, okay, so I understood. So once I connect to the portal, once I connect to the portal, the first thing I need to do is I need to create the subscription. I need to create the subscription. Once we create the subscription, then you can start using the services based on your subscription type. Based on your subscription type, you will start using the services. You will start using the services. Now, okay. So a subscription is a container for your resources. Okay. It's acting as a container, sir. Your subscription will act as a container. Okay. It's as a container for your services, whatever the resources you are going to deploying, right? So all it will be under that subscription. All it will be under that subscription means you can call it as a container. You can call it as a container. A subscription is a container for your Azure resources. For your Azure resources, subscription is a container. And subscription is a billing boundary. Subscription is a billing boundary means if you wanted to pay. So, say, sir, we are using the services which is offering by Microsoft, right? Now you need to pay. Otherwise, how Microsoft can end the amount? Now you need to pay, right? So in terms of payment, subscription is a billing boundary. Subscription is a billing boundary. And subscription is also administrator boundary. Means if you want to grant the permission. So forget about SQL. We are not a SQL now. We are learning a cloud. As of now, we are learning a cloud services. Okay, please don't think, okay, this all will comes into the SQL. No, sir. Okay, this is completely for Azure admin people. This is for a completely Azure admin people. We are learning what are the things we must and should know before we move into the cloud, before we start SQL, sir, before we start SQL on top of the cloud. So subscription is an administrator boundary, means you can grant the permission at the subscription level. I will show you, sir. Okay, we'll discuss this part also because even you are not Azure admin, they may ask a question like, what is RBAC? Role-based access control. Okay, so they may ask certain questions to test your technical skills on the cloud services. To forget about SQL. We are not worrying about SQL, but if they wanted to test your cloud knowledge, they may ask you couple of questions. Okay, they may ask you couple of questions. So we must and should know. Okay, subscription is an administrator boundary. Subscription is an resource. It's a billing boundary, administrator boundary. Subscription is a resource deployment boundary. Means if you wanted to deploy, you need to choose the subscription. So under which subscription I wanted to deploy the VMs. I wanted to deploy app services. I wanted to deploy storage account. I want to deploy Azure SQL database. I want to deploy Azure database for PostgreSQL, Cosmos DB, okay, Kubernetes service, under which subscription I want to deploy. So you need to choose under which subscription you want to deploy that resources. Okay, it is a deployment boundary. You can control the permissions. So that's the reason we are telling that administrator boundary, and it's also like a payment and billing, right? Billing boundary. Okay, under for which subscription, for that subscription, how many services you are running, right? Based on the services uses, you will get how much amount I need to pay to the Microsoft. So billing boundary, administrator boundary, deployment boundary. Okay, and it is a container for services. Each subscription can have the different billing and payment setup. So assume you are having you created three subscriptions, sir. One is for production, one is for assume you created a two subscription. One is for production, one is for non-prod. Non-prod in the sense like a dev stays, QA, okay, will falls under non-prods. Okay, prod like a test, prod test, and DR will also falls under prod subscriptions. Okay, so assume you created two subscriptions. So one subscription for production, one subscription for non-prod servers. You can make you can make a different payment methods. You can make a different billing for production subscription, for non-prod subscription also. Okay, so that is also possible. Each subscription can have different billings and payment setup. Payment setup. Okay, this is one thing. And each subscription is a subset of quota. Okay, so every subscription having some quotas or limitations. Okay, if you wanted to extend your limitations, you will go and talk to your application team. So you will go, sorry, not application team. So sorry. So you will go and talk. So for example, so you no need to take care of all this stuff, sir. But again, this is a learning. Before we go into the cloud, we must and should know, okay, what and all things I can do with the subscription. So Azure subscription and services limit and quota and constraints. So they're having some limitations, sir. Limitations. So for the limitation, so if you exceed that limitation, so if I wanted to exceed that limitation, you need to go and raise a case to the Microsoft team. I will show you once I log into the portal. I will show you how I can create a case to the Microsoft in terms of quota. If I wanted to discuss with the Microsoft related to limitation on quota for my subscription, I can go and talk to with the Microsoft by creating the case to the Microsoft. By creating the case to the Microsoft, I can talk to the Microsoft team based on the limitation, based on the quota, sir. So each subscription having its own quota. Each subscription is having its own quota. So this is also one important point, sir. And one more thing you need to remember is when you are specially deploying the services. So if you're good at PowerShell, if you're good at shell scripting, if you're good at Python, if you're good at PySpark, okay, and you are doing some automation using command line, every subscription having the subscription ID. Every subscription will contain the subscription ID. You need to use that ID when you are specially working with the programmatic operation. When you are specially working with the programmatic operation, you can't specify the subscription name. Okay, name is not applicable when you specially go for programmatic. Okay, when you specially working with the programmatic and you wanted to deploy the services using programmatic, that time you need to go for the subscription ID, not with the subscription name. Not with the subscription name. Is it clear, everyone? No? Yes? So subscription will plays a major role, sir, in terms of Azure. When you especially go for Azure, okay, subscription is very important. Once you get an opportunity, once you log into the portal, first to go to the subscription and see how many subscription your organization is maintaining. Okay, how many subscription your organization is maintaining. So you no need to worry about the billing, payments, administrator. Okay, we no need to take care all this stuff, sir. There is a dedicated team, Azure admin people is there, so those people is is going to take care all this stuff. But again, but again, maybe you may also get a chance to work with the cost. Okay, if your experience is growing, maybe they may allow us, okay, how much amount I'm going to spend for production subscription, how much amount I'm going to spend for non-prod subscriptions. Okay, so is there anywhere where I can reduce the cost? Is there anywhere I can reduce the cost? So that analysis also, sometimes very rare case, you may also get a chance. This is one thing very important, sir. Is it clear, everyone? No? Yes? Okay. So subscription is very important, sir. Once you logged in the portal, without subscription, you can't do anything. Hierarchy, I will explain, sir. Okay. So if you are using PowerShell, or if you are using Portal, if you are using Azure CLI, okay, anything, sir. If you are using, so Azure will maintain the resources. ARM, Azure Resource Managers. Azure Resources Manager will provide the multiple resources. And here, by default, once you log into the portal, sir, by default, Microsoft is going to create one Entra ID for you for the data account. Means one Active Directory. By default, you are getting Azure Active Directory account, sir. Azure Active Directory account by default. You will get it. And by default, Microsoft is going to create the tenant. There will be one tenant will be created. Under the tenant, okay, under this tenant only we are going to do many things. No worries, when we are talking about Azure Active Directory, means now we are calling as Azure Entra ID. I will talk on this tenant. I will talk on more about Azure Entra ID, sir. How mostly you won't get a chance in real world, because Azure not Azure, sir. Active Directory is a very sensitive. Active Directory is a very sensitive. Mostly, they won't allow us to access. They won't allow us access. But here we are we are creating the free trial subscription, right? You have some capability to go and see the how Entra ID looks like, how to create the users, how to create the groups, okay, how to grant the permission at the subscription level, okay, at the resource group level. Being you already SQL engineer, you know that how to create the permission at SQL level. But if I wanted to grant the permission at the resource level, at the portal level, yes, sir, you can. Okay, but in real world, mostly you won't do. But again, in your laptop, when you creating free trial subscription by your own, right, you can do many things. Okay, clear, everyone? Especially, this is just technical knowledge, sir. Don't think little deeper. We are not doing all this stuff, especially. Okay. In terms of quota, I will share these blocks. Okay. Uh, in terms of quota, there are many things. Okay. Many limitations are available. Not specially for SQL, sir. Okay. SQL, there is not that much. If you go for SQL, okay, not that much for SQL. So we are so safe, almost we are so safe. Okay, uh, not for SQL. Don't think much about, okay, what kind of limitations we'll see for SQL Server. No, sir. Maximum, nothing like that. So, but in terms of, I told you, right, there is a concept called administrator. There is a concept called, see, subscription will place an administrator boundary. Subscription will place an administrator boundary. To talk on this, to talk on this, so especially there is a concept called RBACs are very, very important, very, very important interview question. Again, I told you that even you are not a Azure admin people, they may raise this question RBAC, role-based access control. Role-based access control we'll discuss when we are discussing Azure Active Directory, sir. Means enter ID when we are discussing. So just to pass on the information, okay? So when you specially go for high level, like portal level, there are three different roles are available, sir. One is global administrator, one is user administrator, one is billing administrator. No, 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 sir. No, yeah. Account administrator, okay, service administrator, and co-administrators. Okay. What Azure admin people will do? What Azure admin people will do means, okay, basically only one account administrator will be available when they log into the portal. Means whatever the login you use to connect to the portal, whatever the login you use to connect to the portal, he is the account administrator, sir. Means he can control everything. He can control everything. He is the one account administrator. He can do everything. Like for example, he is like a CEO for that portal. He is like a CEO. He can do everything. Now what he can do means, okay, he can create a one service administrator, like a kind of lead, like a kind of read. Okay, he can create one service administrator. He can create one service administrator. He can create one service administrator, and he can control. He see account administrator can do many things, sir. Many things means he can do everything. He can create. He can cancel. He can change the billing. He can change the service administrator. He can cancel the subscription. He can do everything, sir, because he's the CEO kind of CEO kind of for that portal. He can do everything. But okay, mostly CEO is high level maintaining, right? What he can do, he will create one account called service administrator. Okay, now he can start creating many things, sir. Okay, he can start creating many things. See, he can manage Azure portal. He can manage all the services in Azure portal. He can cancel the subscription. He can create the co-administrators. He can create the co-administrators. Okay, co-administrator almost 200 per subscription co-administrators he can create. Okay, so this is from the portal level. Okay, portal. Who going to maintain, sir? Azure admin people will maintain all this stuff, not as a DBA, sir. You are not doing anything this stuff. Okay, you are not doing anything this stuff. But just pass on. I am just adding a point, sir. So when you go to the subscription level, you can also maintain the administrator level permissions. Means you can create the service administrators, you can create the co-administrators, and you can grant the permissions. Like when in terms of granting the permission, global administrator you user administrator you can grant, and billing administrator you can grant. So what type of user you are, okay, based on that your Azure admin people will create the permission. Global administrator means he can do anything, sir. Okay, if you are having global administrator permission, he can do anything at that portal. Okay, not at subscription level, all the, sir. Services level. Services level, you can do many things. You can do many things, sir. Please keep it in mind. Global administrator can do many things if 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 they are granting the permission at the subscription level. Okay, how they will grant the permission, what kind of permission they will grant, I will show you when we are discussing Entra ID, means Azure Active Directory. So what kind of roles we wanted to remember, even we are a SQL DBA, sir. You are a SQL DBA, but you need to remember couple of permissions externally, so that maybe you may also get a chance when you are taking interview. They may ask you these questions. You need to definitely answerable, sir. So you can do many things, sir, in terms of subscription. In terms of subscription, but will I need to learn all this, Subbu? Means not now immediately, but in time permits, you are having some free time. Okay, you wanted to learn something. These are all blocks will help us lot. These are all blocks will help us lot. So how the subscription is actually doing many things. A subscription can do many things. Okay, many things. So how the subscription is working. See, under this subscription only, you are going to maintain the services. Basically, we are going to maintain. But there is one thing, sir. Is the subscription only, Subbu, hierarchy? Once I logged in the portal, is the subscription is the top hierarchy? No, sir. No. Okay, no. There is one more hierarchy, but uh, in overall my journey, sir, most of the people not enable that hierarchy. Okay, but there is one more hierarchy when you go for, but subscription is very important, sir. May or may not. Okay, mostly I never see, sir. Most of the organization enable management group. There is a concept called management group on top of subscription. Means on top of subscription, okay, on top of subscription, there is one more hierarchy, management group. By default, this is the option is disabled. By default, this is the option is disabled. If you want to enable management group, you need to go to the Entra ID. You need to go to the properties of Entra ID, and you need to explicitly enable the management groups, sir. Management groups. Okay, by default, management group is in disabled state. By default, management group is in disabled state. You need to enable that one. So how it is working, Subhumi, this is how, sir. On top of subscription, there is a management group. On top of the subscription, there is a management group. So if you are having multiple subscription and it's very difficult to maintain that many subscription, what you can do, right? On top of this subscription, you can create the management groups. We can create the management groups, and you can manage from the management groups, sir. Management groups is also administrator boundary, okay, not billing boundary, all this stuff, sir. From management groups also, you can control the subscriptions. You can control the subscriptions. But I haven't seen in overall my journey, I haven't seen most of the organization enable till now. No one enable management groups, sir, and no maximum most of the people who are already working, maximum most of the people are unaware of this concept. Management group is there on top of the subscription, but just I am passing the information, sir. On top of subscription, if we want to create one more hierarchy, yes, it is possible with the help of management group. Is it clear, sir? Everyone, everyone clear? No? Yes? Okay. So subscription will plays a major role in terms of Azure, sir. Okay. It is a container, it is a billing, it is an administrator, every subscription having subscription ID. Okay, if you wanted to change the payment, you can change the payment. If you want to set the threshold, you can set the threshold of the cost. So for example, every month, okay, every month I need to spend only, okay, $10,000. Okay, $10,000 I need to spend. So beyond that, no. If it is crossing beyond that, I need to get the alert. So you can also set this kind of alerting mechanism for your subscription. Okay, you can set the budget. You can set the budget. So this is my budget. It should not cross. If it is crossing 80%, okay, let's get the alert to me. Okay, so that I can go and verify which services again consuming, so that I can maybe delete or something, so that it will again back to normal state. You can set the budget also for your subscription. Okay, majorly subscriptions are most of the people won't go for management group, but just for your understanding, on top of the subscription, there is a management group is also there. So once you logged in the portal, you need to create the subscription. Without subscription, you can't do anything, sir. Is it clear, everyone? Questions? I will talk, sir. Once I logged in the portal, I will walk through the portal. Okay. Tomorrow I will walk through the portal. Okay. And I will show you where you can set the budget, where you can see the billing. Okay. Where you can see the billing, where you can see the resources. Okay. We'll walk through the portal, sir, so that you will have some clarity. It's very easy. Don't think it's very complex. Okay. Very easy, sir. Very easy. But I'm just passing all the information, right? Maybe it will be hectic, like this kind of roles. What is RBAC? What is quota? What is limitations? What is RBAC? It's very easy, sir. I will talk on when we are discussing Entra ID session. When we are discussing Entra ID, we'll talk on what is RBAC, okay? What is tenant? What is Entra ID? Everything we'll talk on this one, so that you will have some confidence. Being you are not a like Azure admin people. So once you create the subscription, can I start deploying the services? No, sir. No, no, sir. Again, you need to. Hey, come on. Okay. Before, sir, we are having different types of subscription basically. So we are having different types of subscriptions. So enterprise subscription, okay, you are having enterprise subscription. So you are having reseller subscription, you are having partner subscription, you are having personal subscriptions like Freetail subscription, right? Okay, Freetail subscription, pay-as-you-go subscription. You are having Visual Studio subscription, you are having Office 365 subscription. Okay, so you are having different types of subscriptions. You are having different types of subscriptions. So let's open the URL, sir, billing subscription. So this is, sir, once you log in the portal, if you go to the subscription, see you're having pay as you go, you're having one more pay as you go model. So you can transfer the billing from one owner to another owner, okay? And you will find different types of subscriptions. Let's open that one more block survey down. Uh, Subscriptions are back. This the block? No, I think. Wait, sir, let me find the. This is about resource group. Mm, okay. Let's go for Azure subscription types. Let's go for Azure subscription. 1 second, sir. It's not this one. Let's go back. Let's go for subscription license. Okay, tenant. Mm, Different types. Okay, yeah, see, sir. So if you go for subscription, so we are having like a Freetail subscription. Mostly we are doing our Freetail subscriptions. Okay, we are having pay as you go model. Okay, we are having pay as you go model. We are having enterprise level subscription. Okay, enterprise level subscription. So you can go and purchase enterprise level subscription. And how this portal link for enterprise subscription is ea.azure.com, sir. When you specially purchasing enterprise level subscription, so you are having ea.azure.com. So they will let us know what URL you need to use if you are going for specially for enterprise subscription. Okay. So and you can also purchase the student subscription along with that. Along with that, so you are having reseller subscriptions, partner subscription. What do you mean by partner? So for example, what do you mean by partner? Hanu is the one of the biggest partners, sir. Hanu. Maybe whenever you placed your resume on the Naukri or LinkedIn, so you may also get a chance to work with this organization, Hanu. Hanu is the one of the partner to the Microsoft, one of the partner to the Microsoft. See, so he's the one of the partner to the Microsoft partner. Okay, I no need to go to the Microsoft, sir. For example, I wanted to purchase a subscription. I no need to go to the Microsoft. I can go to the Hanu. I can get the subscription from Hanu as well. Okay, he can sell the subscription. He can sell the subscription. So that is also possible, sir. That is also possible. So you will see reseller subscriptions. You can see the partner subscription. You can see the enterprise subscriptions. Okay, you can see the Visual Studio subscription. You can see the Office 365 subscriptions. Okay, you can see the pay-as-you-go model. You can see the enterprise level. You can see different types of subscriptions in real world. In real world, you can see different types of subscriptions. You can see different types of subscriptions. Okay, mostly we will go for pay-as-you-go. If you we'll go for enterprise subscriptions, we'll go for enterprise subscriptions. We'll go for partner subscriptions, sir. Okay, we'll go for partner subscriptions. We'll go for enterprise subscriptions, and we'll go for pay-as-you-go subscriptions. We'll go for pay-as-you-go subscription. Personal is nothing but either student or retail subscription will falls under personal subscriptions, sir. Reseller, reseller subscriptions. Okay, mostly I haven't get a chance to see how the reseller subscription will work, but we can create different varieties of subscriptions in real world. Mostly what they will do means they will create the Visual Studio subscription, sir, and your organization will allow for you also. Means every month you will get 15,000 Indian rupees or $200 from the Visual Studio subscription. Every month you can do practice. You can do practice, sir. Okay. So once you got a chance to work with AWS, go and talk to your team members. Okay. Is there any possibility where I will get a free tail subscription for monthly basis? Okay. So go and talk, sir. Definitely, because uh, if you want to do implement something, if you want to test something, Visual Studio subscription, okay, will act like a free tail subscription, sir. You can go and try to implement something, and you can test it before you go and try to do in the production servers. Production servers, you can do everything under the free tail subscription. You can do everything under the free tail subscription. Free tail subscription. So please keep it in your mind. Okay, so if you're getting a chance to work with the cloud, okay, if you get a chance to work with the AWS, ask, is there any free tail subscription I can get it so that I can do some lab purpose? For lab purpose, is there any free tail subscription? So couple of organization they will allow us, sir. Okay, couple of organizations. If you're not raising your voice, we don't know, sir. The people who are already working for longer period, they know they are using that free trial subscription, and they are spinning the VMs. Because what you can do, if you get a like a Visual Studio subscription every month, 15,000 rupees or $200 every month you are getting. What actually experienced people will do, right? They will make ready one VM, like by conferring always on availability group, and they want to test something. They can test from this lab server, and if everything goes smoother, they can implement same thing on the production box. They can reproduce the same thing in the production box. They can reproduce in there, but don't copy the customer's data into the lab server, sir. Okay, don't copy any customer data into the lab server. What you can do, especially for your practicing purpose, okay, whenever you are having some free time, or maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow you wanted to implement something on production box. Okay, if you are having every month you are getting a free tail subscription, you can play with that free tail subscription, sir. You can implement all the free tail subscription so that you will ready for that deployment. Is it clear? Like a what type of subscription you will see, sir? Mostly remember 4 to 5, sir. What is that? Don't tell free tail subscription to the interviewer, sir. Tell pay-as-you-go subscription, enterprise subscription, partner subscription, okay, Visual Studio subscription, Office 365 subscription. What are the 5 things you need to remember, sir? Pay-as-you-go model, um, and enterprise subscription, partner subscription, Visual Studio subscription, and Office 365 subscription. So whenever you go to the subscription itself, sir, when you open that subscription, okay, when you open that subscription, you will get clear. When you open the subscription, you can get a clear understanding, sir. Wait, is that? Yes, here. When you open the subscription, where is the screenshot? Just now we verified, right? Somewhere. Where is that? Understand the Azure subscription. What is the screenshot? Somewhere we verified, right? Yeah, here, sir. You will find here. So you will find Visual Studio subscription, Office 365 subscription, Enterprise subscription, Pay-as-you-go subscription. Okay, here you will see, sir. No, you no need to think what type of subscription we are using, Subbu. So please be careful. Okay, first log into the portal, go to the subscription, verify how many subscription you are having. Because why, Subbu, we wanted to means we don't know under which subscription you have deployed the services. You don't know under which subscription you have deployed the services. Okay, so simply if you are searching here, if you are unable to find, okay, if you are unable to find and you are thinking that okay, I am unable to see the VM, I am unable to see the services, it is little dangerous, sir. Just go to the respective subscription, verify under which how many subscriptions are there. Under this subscription, we will create the resource group. We'll create the resource group, sir. Next, under the subscription, we will create the resource group. Under the resource group only, under the resource group, we will deploy the resources. Resources are nothing but VMs, networks, storage, databases. Okay, everything will falls under resource only, sir. Microsoft is going to call the resources. All the services Microsoft is offering, we are calling as a resources, right? Those resources you will deploy under the resource group. ARM resource, Azure Resource Manager. ARG, Azure Resource Group, sir. So under the resource group, you are going to deploy the resources. Means under single subscription, under single subscription, under single subscription, you can maintain n number of resources, sir. You can maintain n number of resources. See, for your simple understanding, okay, resource under the subscription, you need to create the resource group. Under the resource group, you are going to deploy the resources. Especially when you are going to create the resource group, you will set the region. Okay, under which region I need to deploy these resources. So whatever the resources you decide to deploy, either it can be Azure SQL database, it can be MI, it can be VM, it can be storage, it can be networks, it can be gateways, it can be PostgreSQL or MongoDB, SAP, Oracle. You decide you want to you decided you want to deploy a resource. You decide you want to deploy a resource. That resource where I need to deploy. Okay, under which region I need to deploy, like East to West, West to West, okay, Southeast Asia, okay, Australia, South Africa, Singapore, where I want to deploy, which region I want to deploy. That region you will specify when you are deploying the resource group. See, a resource group contains the resources required to successfully deploy the VM in the Azure. Means, see, what this sentence is saying means, so for example, you are deploying a VM, sir. You are deploying a VM. Okay, VM. So for one VM, there are a lot of dependencies. Lot of dependencies are like NIC card, okay, like NIC card, like subnets, subnets, networks, okay, networks, subnet, NIC card, okay, inbound rules, outbound rules. You need multiple resources. So all that dependency resources along this VM is going to deploy under this resource group. You are just deploying a resource called VM. You are just deploying a resource called VM, but when you are going to deploy, there are a lot of dependency resources are there. All these resources also, dependency resources also will deploy under this resource group. You can go and verify how many resources are being part of this resource group. And resource group is a region boundary. So for example, if you are deploying resource group under East US, East US, your resources also should be East US only, sir. East US only. But here one dangerous, sir. Your resource group is East US, but you can it will allows us to deploy the resource in West US also. West US, West US. So it will allows when you are deploying a resource, it will allows to change this region, but you should not change this region. Please be careful, sir. Please be careful. Whatever the region you specified for this resource group, same region you need to specify when you are deploying the resource. Otherwise, you won't face any problem while you are deploying, but you may face a problem in terms of networks. Networks. So when you are specially working with the networks, definitely you will face the problem. Okay. For deployment, it won't stop you, sir. It will try to deploy. Most of the services will deploy. Okay. But where the problem will start means if you are working with the networks. Okay. I wanted to make the bridge between the different, I wanted to access this service. Okay. But most of the services are in East US. My network, my VM, my storage, everything in East US. But by mistakenly, I created this service under different region and different region. Okay, now there is no connectivity between these two. Now the problem will start. Means while you are deploying the resources, it won't stop you, sir. Where the problem will start means while you are accessing. When you are accessing, the problem will start. So please be careful when you are creating the resource group. You need to be careful which region I need to create this resource group and what region you selected while you are deploying the resource group. Whatever the resources you are going to deploy under this subscription, under this resource group, please be careful. You need to choose the same region. If you are changing the region, it will allow us to create, but you may struggle when you are working with the networks. When you are working with the networks, when you are working with the connectivity, definitely you may face the problem. You may face the problem. So resource group is also like a container, sir. Resource group is also like a container where it is holding a all the resources, where it is holding as a resources, where it is holding the resources. Resource group is also like a region boundary. Okay, it is not like a payment boundary, limitations, nothing, sir. Resource group is a hierarchy. Okay, once you create the subscription, you need to create the resource group. Under the resource group only, you need to deploy the resources. So, for example, you created a subscription. Under this subscription, you created okay, prod resource group, dev resource group, test resource group. Now you wanted to deploy the VM, SQL, whatever, sir. Under which what is your deployment? Is a production or dev or test? So based on the environment, you will go and choose which resource group I need to deploy my resources. I need to deploy my resources. So once you create the subscription, you need to make a concentrate. Okay. Once whatever the resources you are going to deploy, make sure that that resources need to belong to the same region. It will allow to change the different region, but please be aware you need to choose the same region. Questions? Everyone? No? Yes? Are there online people?
So, let's
Yes.
say there are two resource groups. So, by default, these resources can communicate with each other. Like, for example, one VM in one resource group,
No,
other.
sir.
Okay.
That's
So,
what the problem is with the networks. Okay.
okay,
You
okay,
can deploy wherever you want. You can change whatever location you want. Where the problem will start means communication.
okay. So,
Communication. There's a problem, sir. So please be careful when you are going. So see, for example, uh, when you are going to create the networks, you selected East to West, East to West, East to West. Okay, you selected the East to West when you are creating the networks. Okay, now you deployed Azure SQL database. So for example, Azure SQL you deployed, and you wanted to map the networks to Azure SQL. Okay, unfortunately, Azure SQL database you deployed in West to West. Okay, when you wanted to map this network, you can't see first these networks are because this network is not part of West to West. This network is part of East to West.
okay. Yeah.
That's a challenge you will face. But it will allow to deploy Azure SQL database. Even your resource group location is different.
Okay.
That's the challenge. Okay. But please be careful. What is the resource group region? You need to deploy your resources under same region. Otherwise, you will face challenge when you are especially working with the networks, connectivities, all the stuff, sir. I will show you practically all this stuff, okay? tomorrow we'll start the practical, right? You will get to know slowly one by one. Everything we'll discuss, sir. Okay. I will create the subscription. I will walk through the subscription. I will create the resource group. I will show you the resources. Okay. No worries.
Sure.
So that you have better understanding, better idea. Questions? So once you log in the portal, you must and should know about the subscription. You must and should know about the resource group, sir. Again, there is one more thing here you need to remember. Okay, you need to remember. See, for example, this is your portal, right? You are connecting portal.azure.com and you will provide your login name and password. Okay, by default, they will grant the permission to the subscription. Okay, by default, you will get the permission to access the subscription, sir. You will get access to the subscription by default. Now you can access the subscription. Now see here, you will see two kinds of. Okay, here you will see two kinds of. Assume you are having a project. You are having a project. Okay, you are having a project. Okay, you are having a client called Nike. So, for example, you are having a project called Nike. So, Nike is having its own subscription. Okay, you are working from IBM or Infosys or IBM. Okay, Nike is having its own subscription, sir. Okay, what they will do, either they will grant the permission to the subscription. You can directly go and open the nike.portal.com and you can log in your username and password. You can get everything you can get it access. But sometimes what they will do means, okay, so they don't want grant the permission to this, sir. They don't want grant the permission directly to their portal. Okay, you are having your organization. So, for example, you are having is your organization like portal.azure.com, portal.azure.com. Maybe you are using a different login here, sir. You are using a different login, and here you are using a different. See, how they are allowing is very important. You need to understand how they are allowing. So whether whether I can directly go to the Nike and I can see all the services, all the resources, all the subscription, or they are restricting us. Okay, they may restrict us, sir, because not only for SQL, they are doing many other things as well. Okay, they are doing many other things. So they are maintaining n number of subscriptions. They are maintaining n number of subscription. One subscription for SQL, one subscription for Oracle, one subscription for mission level language, one subscription for other technologies as well. Okay, if they are allowing directly, you can see all the subscription, whatever the subscription they want to restrict. They wanted to restrict what they can do. They can allow to the specific subscription. They can allow to the specific subscription. That time you will see only one subscription. You can see only one subscription. Okay, that is the one thing, sir. There is one more thing I will explain once I log to the portal. Tomorrow I will log into the portal. Tomorrow I will create the free trial subscription. I will log into the portal. Once I log into the portal, I will show you one more thing. Okay, not only at subscription level, maybe there is a concept called directory. Maybe there is a concept called directory. Once you go to here settings, you will find the directory. When you go to the directory, by default, you will get the default directory, sir. Default directory. By default, you will get the default directory. But you also need to verify how many directories are available to my login. How many directories are available to my login? Okay, to login. Sometimes what they will do, right? They will allow us to the tenant. They will allow us to the tenant. Okay, so you are connecting portal.azure.com with your login, and when you go to the settings and go to the directory, you will find the Nike. You will find the Nike. Now, when you click on this Nike, when you switch the directly, then you can see whatever the services are available for this for this Nike. Okay, now there is no concept called subscription. There is no concept called subscription for you, sir. Once you hear, you will open the completely Nike directory. Okay, that is also they will do, sir. Two levels. Either they can directly allow us to connect to the portal, or they will allow us to grant the permission at the tenant level. They will allow us to grant the permission at the tenant level. So tenant means enter ID, enter ID. So how they are allowing us is very important. How they are allowing is, so you should know all these terminologies. Okay, you should know all these terminologies. Once you log in the portal, just go to the subscription, see what are the things I can see. Go to the settings, go to the directory. You will see what are the how many directories I'll see, how many directories you are having access. Okay, how many directories you are having access. So by default it will go to the default directory, sir. If you wanted to access the Nike, if you wanted to access something, you need to go to the directory. Otherwise, you can't access any services related to the Nike, related to some other things, sir. Okay, please keep it in mind. These are all things very important, especially when you go for cloud, sir. Uh, technical wise is almost similar, but the process you need to know, sir. Once you log into the portal, what are the things I need to remember means, once I log into the portal, there is a concept called subscription, there is a concept called resource group, there is a concept called resources, there is a concept called enter ID, there is a concept called default tenant. Okay, default tenant, there is a concept called uh, directories, different directories. Okay, different directories. So we need to know all this stuff. Okay, especially when you go for Azure, when you especially go for Azure. AWS, I think this much hierarchy level, no, sir. No. Uh, literally, I don't know how now the hierarchy is falling. Being I'm working in AWS, but I think there is no hierarchy for AWS. Okay, there is no this much tricky hierarchy AWS is following. AWS is straightforward, sir. Once you logged in the AWS, you can go and deploy the services. Okay, and even AWS will also charge the prices based on your deployment, like how Microsoft is charging. So, like if you go for Azure pricing calculator, there is Azure pricing calculator specially. Okay, I wanted to get to know what is the cost for my resource. So I'm deciding I wanted to spin the VM. I decided I wanted to spin the MI. I decided I wanted to spin Azure SQL database. You can get everything here, the pricing calculator. Okay, so for example, if you wanted to go for uh, databases. Let's go for databases. And if see, sir, when you go for databases, you are having Cosmos DB, Azure SQL Database, MySQL, Azure Synapse Analytics, Azure Database for PostgreSQL, MariaDB, okay, Azure Managed Instance. So, for example, if I wanted to spin the Azure MI, okay, now you can go here, scroll down, you will get complete information here. Okay, you will get complete information here. MI. So this is for MI. So under which region I want deploy. Okay, I want managed instance. You are having two types, sir. One is business critical and general purpose. Okay, here you will get to know, so whether you need to go for single instance or instance pool. Okay, and you wanted to go for Gen 5 premium service and memory optimized. How many cores you want? Maximum you can go for 80 cores. Okay, now based on your selection, Microsoft will provide you how much is going to charge per month. Per month. Here you will get it, sir. Here you we'll discuss all this stuff when we are discussing Azure SQL database. Sir, same thing you can replicate to the AMI as well. So like same, there will be AWS calculator as well. Like how Azure calculator is creating AWS calculator as well. So for example, whatever the services you want to deploy, sir, you can estimate how much Microsoft is going to charge based on your location, based on your services, whatever you are selecting, right? Like resources, whatever you are selecting, right? So Microsoft is going to charge it. This is about subscription, a little about pricing calculator. I will talk more on upcoming sessions, sir. Okay. Resource group, resources, subscription, and the free tail subscription, sir. Any questions? Over to you, sir. No questions, all questions.
Some management people, they can decide. Suppose they are giving many people admin rights, so they will comes under that category. You have given around 200 people, they can have that.
No, sir. There is a separate permission, right? Billing administrator permission. If you wanted to specially working with the billing, but see, application being you are a DBA, being you are a DBA, sir. Your application team will ask us, hey, how much can you estimate how much price Microsoft is going to charge MI? Okay, that is different, sir. This is different. That is different. This is your estimating. Okay. Now your application team is asking, hey, hi Vijay, can you just help us how much Microsoft is going to charge? How much Microsoft is going to charge? Okay, charge for MI. I won't deploy, and you know that what are the services, what are the tiers you are going to select. Now you will pick all that. You will pick all that one, and now you will let you know. Okay, how much Microsoft is going to charge. Either you are going to reserve for 1 year or you are going to reserve for 3 years. So the price is reducing if you are going for 3 years. So this is estimation, sir. You are estimating.
Okay.
Okay, you are estimating. So you can estimate. So for example, I'm having Azure SQL database. Okay, not Azure SQL database. Sorry, you are having on-prem. On-prem, a database is there, and you decide you wanted to move the database to the cloud. You are having three platforms, right? One is Azure VM, one is Azure SQL database, one is Azure MI. Azure MI. So you are having three platforms. So which platform, how much Microsoft is going to charge for that database size? Okay. Now you can calculate all these three platforms. One is with MI, one is with Azure VM, one is with Azure SQL database. Okay, Azure SQL database. You will pick and you will estimate all these three, and you will provide in the Excel sheet, and you can also download here, sir. Okay, we scroll down. Okay, come on. You can export. Okay, you can export and you can share this Excel sheet to the your application team. They can go through it all the stuff and they can let us know, hey, we can go for this one, we can go for that one. Okay, where we are reducing the cost. But you also need to highlight the challenges. Okay, what are the challenges if I go for Azure SQL database? What are the challenges if I go for MI? Okay, mostly, sir, Azure VM is nothing but on-prem, sir. Okay, VM is nothing but on-prem. Mostly there you won't face much challenge. Okay, it's like on-prem only. So what are the challenges if you will face when you especially go for Azure SQL database? What are the challenges if you go for MI? Then you will highlight those points as well as this Excel sheet as well. Then he can go through all your application teams and different teams will go through all your emails and they can decide and you can also make a call. You can explain the challenges, okay, advantages, disadvantages, all the stuff over the call. You got it, my point? Okay, that is different. Whatever you are asking is a different, sir. We won't do. This you will do definitely. This you will do. That mostly no, we won't get that chance. That you
This option,
already, yeah.
yeah, this option is under subscription, billing and subscription, correct? Estimate.
Sorry.
This option is under billing and subscription. From
No,
where
this is
we get?
different, sir. This is a different pricing calculator is a different. Don't think the subscription, all the stuff.
Oh, not inside this. Okay.
No. It's external. Pricing calculator is external. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's completely external. You will get all this stuff. So if you want to deploy analytic services, if you want to deploy the containers, if you want to deploy mobile related, if you want to deploy web, if you want to deploy storage, if you want to deploy networks, or compute, featured, okay, lots. You will get idea how much the cost Microsoft is going to charge.
Okay, so this is before starting Azure subscription, so we get idea.
Okay, before you deploying the resource, sir, not subscription is a mandatory. Okay, forget about subscription.
Okay.
We are not before subscription resource group. Before you decide which resource will fit for your requirement, and if I'm going for that one, if I wanted to estimate there's some cost, if you wanted to estimate that cost, this is the best place.
Okay, once you subscribe and get into the portal only, we get this interface.
No, sir, this is quite different. You can directly open portal. You
Without
can
any
just
subscription. Okay, okay, okay.
nothing. This is just
Oh, okay.
Azure pricing calculator.
Oh, okay. It's a
This
separate.
is just Azure pricing calculator. Like AWS is also there, sir. AWS pricing calculator. For AWS is also there is a pricing calculator. How much Microsoft is going to charge?
So
Okay.
it was not there earlier. I mean, I have done this one course earlier in 2021, but that time he didn't tell anything about this.
Oh, this is long back, sir.
Long
Without
back.
knowing
Oh,
this
okay,
one,
okay,
it's see. That's what I told you, right? You are having a database. You are having a database. Now you wanted to migrate to cloud. You are having three platforms, right? Yes or no? You are having three platforms.
yeah,
Which
yeah, yeah.
platform you will choose, sir? Based on your budget, sir. Budget is very important. So money is very important for everyone, correct? Money is very important. Performance very important. Okay, availability is very important, and whatever the dependency services are also very important, right, on the database. So I will get some ideas, sir, best. Okay, I will pass some inputs to the application team. Blindly, I'm not suggesting. Okay, I do see your application team is having some budget on his mind. If you go for MI, it is crossing, it is overloading. Okay, budget. So better let them also think, sir, before you conclude that hey, only you need to go for this one. No, that is not a right option. AWS is also pricing calculator. Azure is also having pricing calculator, sir. Okay, if you wanted to decide something, how much cost, what based on your resources, what. Okay, now don't go for Azure pricing calculator, sir, because most of the people are unaware of this concept. There are many things you need to take in care if you wanted to get the best price. Means if you wanted to estimate the best price, okay, how much Microsoft is going to charge. Okay, you need to know many things, sir. If you go for Azure SQL database, there is a elastic pool, single database, there is vCore, DTU. Again, if I go for DTU, there is a basic, standard, premium. If you go for vCode, there is a general purpose, business critical, hyperscale. Okay, again, if you go for general purpose, there is a provision, there is a serverless concept, and again here there is F series, DC series, standard, and what cores you can maximum 128 cores you can go, and what type of uh, disaster recovery you want to go for. Okay, so there are a lot, and what type of redundancy you want, So many things are we yet to learn going forward. We'll discuss many things here. That time I no need to tell anything, sir. Aram say you will come here and you can choose whatever you want. You will get the pricing. You can export the in the bottom. There is a concept called export. Okay, there is a concept called export. Then you can export this one. Okay, you can export this one. You will get Excel sheet. You can open this Excel sheet and see, sir. You will get complete Excel sheet. You can arrange based on your needs. Okay, based on your need, you can arrange and you can share it to your application team. Is this is helping to you, sir? Everyone?
Yeah, it's helping a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so one of our student only they ask too many questions. So we spend most of the time when they are deploying from the scratch level basically. We spend more time on this pricing calculator 1.5 year ago, 2 years ago. Uh, we spend a lot of time on MI, lot of time on Azure SQL database, lot of time, and we have segregated a lot many things here. We added a lot many flavors, and we shared the success to the application team. Okay, yeah, clear? Not clear, everyone? So no worries, sir. But don't think too much because we haven't started anything, right? Okay. By tomorrow we'll start the deploying the first service, sir. This is about the pricing calculator. So subscription, sir. Once you create the subscription, okay, whatever the resources you are deploying, okay, you can go and verify the everything, sir. So that will be available in the donut graphs. Donut graphs. Okay. When you go to the subscription, so you will find this type of donut graphs. Okay. So assume this is your VM, this is your storage, this is your disk, this is your network, this is okay. When you click here, how many VMs are spinning, how much cost, you will get everything like this, sir. Okay, so Microsoft is going to provide you in terms of donut graphs. So once you deploy the once you connect to the portal, don't go directly to the all these subs because until unless you spin the VMs for 1 or 2 days, then you will find the better values there. Okay, after 15 days you can go and verify all the billings, all the cost. You will get the information. You will get the information. So mostly Azure admin people will do many things, sir, but again, okay, but again, uh, at least knowing the information is not at all bad. Okay, knowing the information is not at all bad.
One more question, Shubhu.
Yeah,
So when you mentioned that when we create an account on portal.azure.com, by default we will get a Azure Active Directory or Intra ID, right? And we will again
default
work
by default you will
by
get the
default
default directory. It's nothing but Active Directory only. So
Active
one
Directory.
directory it will create with that account only.
Okay. So that only one account will be there in that Active Directory, which will be the account admin.
One directory by default, there will be only one directory will be there. If you want, you can create one more tenant, sir. If you want, you can create one more tenant. So there is a concept, sir. If you go for too much technical, there is a concept when you go for Active Directories, B2B, B2C, business to business, business to customer, business to business, business to customer. Mostly business to business, you'll have the say one tenant, or mostly they will use a single tenant. But business to customer, okay. So for example, this is your IBM, sir. Okay, you are having one tenant, you are having one default tenant, where all IBM is accessing this tenant, and you design one application,
Okay.
and you are selling this application for a company called Microland, for example, Microland. Okay. Now Microland wanted to access this and he wants to access this tenant. Okay.
Correct.
Assume. Will that IBM grant access to Microland to access this tenant? No.
No.
It's very dangerous, right? What he will do? He will create one more tenant. One more tenant. Okay. Dedicated to Microland. Dedicated to Microland. Now, what IBM will do? IBM will grant access to this tenant to for this app. That concept we'll call it as a B2C, business to customer.
Okay.
Again, sir, if you go for Azure admin, okay, there are many things.
Yeah.
I stopped Azure admin training also basically. Earlier I used to teach Azure admin, then I stopped, okay, because uh, we are not getting sufficient time to discuss more on SQL. If I wanted to discuss Azure admin, at least minimum to minimum 10 to 15 days I need to spend. Okay, because I need to create the gateways, tunnels, need to discuss about permissions, RBACs, lot many things, sir. Okay, where I can need to discuss about subscription quotas, subscription cost analysis. Okay, and I need to discuss about B2B, B2C, and licensing. We need to minimum, we need to spend 10 to 15 days. Okay, so okay, let's minimize this one into 3 to 4 sessions. Sir, I minimized and I am passing high level things in this 3 to 4 sessions because I'm not getting time to our time. Due to this time constraint, we are not getting the time. If I'm spending more time here, I need to reduce the SQL time. Then now people are coming for SQL basically. I can't reduce, right? Then I minimize this to 3 to 4 by passing the information, sir. I'm not going for deeper. Okay, I'm just passing the information how the things are happening in the background. Okay, so you have idea whenever you are having some time, you can go and search in MSDN blogs to enhance your technical skills if you want really. But I will pass the informations. Okay, that's a that's a thing is going on basically. Yeah, good. Any other questions? No? Yes? Okay, if no questions, okay, now let's start with the first service, sir. Okay, tomorrow I will go completely portal deployment. Okay, I need to create the free tail subscription, but tomorrow I will create the free tail subscription. Okay, then we'll try to deploy the VMs. So first we'll deploy the VMs and we'll deploy the networks as well. Okay, networks as well. All the basic level things we'll discuss more, sir, with a practical demo so that you will be so good, so comfortable, feel so comfortable. Now, the first service we are going to discuss is, okay, that is, okay. First service we are going to discuss is virtual machine. The first service we are going to discuss is virtual machine, sir. Virtual machine. This is the first service which falls under IaaS platform, which falls under IaaS platform, infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a, hey, come on here. Okay, infrastructure as a service. So for the first service we are going to discuss is infrastructure as a service. That is nothing but virtual machine. Okay. So today we are going to discuss complete theoretical part. Tomorrow we'll deploy complete from scratch level. We'll discuss lot many points tomorrow as well. While I'm going to deploy one by one. You will get to know, sir. No worries. So the first service we are going to discuss is compute, which is falling under infrastructure as a service, IaaS platform. Infrastructure as a service, nothing but virtual machine. Okay, virtual is like a VM only, sir. Okay, VM you are deploying on top of cloud. Okay, in Azure you are calling as a virtual machine. In AWS you will call it as a EC2 instance. Please remember this point. In Azure you are calling as a virtual machine. In AWS you will call it as a EC2 instance. Almost similar, sir. 90 to 95% similar. 90 to 95% similar, sir. Only 5% here and there little changes will be there, but 90 to 95% almost similar. If you know how to deploy the VM in Azure, you already good at AWS as well. Okay. In my upcoming sessions, I wanted to plan for AWS 1 or 2 sessions, sir. Most of the people requested for at least take 1 or 2 sessions on AWS as well. So I will plan, sir, AWS also 1 or 2 sessions you will get on AWS as well, so that you won't feel that much headache when you get a chance with the AWS as well. AWS as well. So in Azure, you are calling as a virtual machine. In AWS, you will call it as a EC2 instance. Please remember this word. EC2 instance is nothing but VM. EC2 instance is nothing but VM. Is it clear, right? First point, everyone? Yes, no? EC2 instance is nothing but VM, sir. EC2 instance is nothing but VM. So the first service we are going to discuss is virtual machine. Okay? For the first service we are going to discuss is virtual machine. Okay? For the first service we are going to discuss is virtual machine. A virtual machine is one of the on-demanding compute resources that comes under infrastructure as a service. Virtual machine is on-demand compute resources, okay, which will fall under infrastructure IaaS category. Okay, Azure services are mainly used to build and deploy the cloud-based solutions in the various. So, if you want to deploy your services, okay, sir, it can be SQL, it can be application, it can be. You need one infrastructure. You need first a build infrastructure, sir. You need to build first infrastructure. So now that infrastructure is going to build with the help of this virtual machine. Okay, you are going to build the infrastructure, complete infrastructure with help of this virtual machine. So when, sir, again, it's a server only. Don't think. See, when you decide to purchase a laptop, what are the things you will come on your mind? You will get it, sir. Let's let's go for simple, sir. I don't want to make too much complicated, okay? Too much complicated. Let's make it simple. You decide you wanted to purchase a laptop. What are the things you will first in your mind you will get it? What are the things, sir? Let me. Everyone.
RAM,
CPU,
hard disk,
memory.
processor, motherboard,
Okay.
display.
RAM. Okay. Core means nothing but CPU, sir. CPU. Okay. Also, you will get storage like HDD or SSD. Nowadays, we are going for SSDs. Okay. And we'll go for motherboard. And you will also see the brand value, correct? Brand. Which brand I need to purchase, like HP, Dell, Lenovo. You are having Acer, you are having Apple MacBook, Samsung, Asus. So you're having many brands in the market. So you will also see the brand values. You will also see the services, how they are offering. Correct? On your mind, if you wanted to purchase a laptop, first thing you will get how much RAM, how many cores, what is the storage, what is the processor. Okay, you will get and what is the brand I need to choose. You will get on your mind like same, sir. When you decide I want to deploy a VM, when you decide I want to deploy a VM in cloud, either it can be AWS, either it can be Azure, it can be Google Cloud, it can be Alibaba Cloud. Okay, if you decide that I want to spin a VM, I want to spin a VM. Okay, then same thing you need to get on your mind. Same thing you need to get on your mind. Okay, what operating system they are offering, OS they are offering, whether they are offering Windows 11 or Windows 10. Okay, and what software they are offering. Okay, what license they are providing. So all these things you will look on your mind, right? Agree, not agree? Yes or no? Yes, no, everyone. These are basic things you will get on your mind. Okay, when you decide to purchase a laptop, like same, sir. If you decide I wanted to spin a VM, if you decide I wanted to spin a VM, okay, if you decide I wanted to spin in a VM in cloud, okay, here also you will see same kind of stuff. Here also you will see same kind of stuff. That technically what are the things I will come into the in my mind. Okay, now I wanted to spin the VM on the Linux platform, or I wanted to spin the VM in the Windows platform. Where I wanted to spin, what type of operating system I wanted to use. I wanted to use the Linux operating system, I wanted to use the Windows operating system, or I wanted to use the Mac operating system. Forget about Mac, sir. We are not worrying. We will focus on Windows and Linux. Windows and Linux platform. Okay, I wanted to spin a VM on Linux. I wanted to spin a VM on Windows. Again, in Windows, you are having a number of flavors. In Linux, also, you are having a number of flavors. So, we are not going for that flavors, all that stuff. Tomorrow, when I'm deploying the VM, I will show you how many flavors are there, which flavors you will choose. Okay, now you wanted to spin a VM. Okay, you wanted to spin a VM. Now I'm having some basic idea. Okay, RAM, storage, CPU, what kind of operating system, what kind of storage retention, uh, not retention, sir, redundancy. What kind of storage redundancy I need to take in care. Now I'm having some basic idea. I'm having some basic idea. Based on that, I wanted to spin a VM in cloud. I wanted to spin a VM in cloud. Network will also plays a major role, sir. Network will also plays a major role. Disk will play a major role. Networks will plays a major role. Many things will plays a major role when you wanted to decide to spin a VM in the cloud. When you wanted to decide, but forget about networks, forget about storage, all the stuff, sir. First, I want to focus on the sizes. First, I wanted to focus on the size. Okay, size in the sense CPU, memory, storage. Okay, three factors: CPU, memory, storage. CPU, memory, storage. Now, when I decide to I wanted to spin the VM, when I decide I wanted to spin the VM, what operating system is very important? What size is very important? What size is very important? Operating system is very important. Both are very important, sir. Rest there are many. Rest there are many, but let's focus only these two today. Let's focus on these two today, sir. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you will get slowly one by one all the stuff. When we are discussing storage, you will get to know about storage. When we are discussing network, you will get to know about the networks. You will get to know about the networks. So Let's focus only two things today. Let's focus only two things today. One is operating system, one is Linux. Sorry, sizes. You know what operating system you wanted to deploy. For example, you are going to for PostgreSQL, you are going to for Oracle, if you are going to for MySQL, mostly we love to deploy in the Linux platform. Assume we are going for SQL, mostly we love the Windows, mostly we'll deploy in the Windows platforms. Windows platform. Based on your need, either you can go for Linux or you can go for the Windows flavors. You will go for Linux or you will go for Windows flavor. Okay, that is operating system will decide based on our needs, will decide which operating system will falls. Now, what are the major things in our mind we should get is sizes. Size. Okay, size. Size is very, very important. Sizes are very, very important. Especially when you go for not only uh, Azure, sir, if you go for AWS also, sizes are very important. Almost both having similar sizes. Both are following the similar sizes. So when you go for sizes, so we are having different varieties of sizes. Okay. So we are having different varieties of sizes. So we are having general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized, GPU, FPGA, high performance compute. So these many sizes are available. And one more is uh, confidential compute, sir. Confidential compute. Okay, one more is confidential compute. So these many sizes are available. These many sizes are available based on your need for what you are spinning this VM. For what need you are spinning that VM, sir? You know that, oh, okay, you are spinning that VM for Oracle, you are spinning that VM for application, you are spinning that VM for web servers, you are spinning that VM for batch servers, you are spinning the VM for SQL, you are spinning the VM for PostgreSQL, you are spinning the VM for what purpose you are spinning the VM? But what purpose you are spinning the VM. Based on that, you will decide which sizes I need to go. Either I can go for general purpose, or I need to go for compute optimized, or I can go for memory optimized, or I can go for storage optimized, GPU, FPZ, high performance compute. Which one you will choose? Okay, based on your need. Okay, based on your need, you can go for different sizes. Even AWS will also follow same things. AWS will also contain the general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized, high performance. Maybe some additional things also there. Maybe enhanced my like how Microsoft enhanced the sizes. Maybe AWS also enhanced years ago, sir. Maybe you will see the different sizes as well. So either in Azure or in AWS, based on your need, what purpose you are going to deploy that what purpose you are going to spin the VM. Based on that, you will select the sizes. Based on that, you will select the sizes. Okay, Subbu, you are saying that we are having this many. Let's talk one by one, sir. Mostly, sir, either you are deploying a VM, either you are deploying Azure SQL database, either you are deploying MI. Okay, there is a common concept called general purpose. In Azure SQL database also there is a concept general purpose. In MI also general purpose. When you go for MI also general purpose. See, if I go for Azure SQL database, this is a manager instance, right? See, are you able to see the general purpose? See, general purpose. Okay, if you go for uh, okay, Azure SQL database also there is a concept called general purpose. Okay, so you will see most of the services you will see the general purpose, sir. General purpose is nothing but balanced. General purpose is nothing but balanced. Okay, means your core and memory, your CPU and memory will be balanced. Based on your core, your memory will be adjusted. Your memory will be adjusted. When you go for general purpose, it is a balanced, sir. When you go for general purpose, okay, you will see the balance. General purpose is a balanced resources. Balanced resources. I am going for a medium scale application. My application is not that much very critical. I want to maintain um, this okay application, sir. Then you can go for general purpose because your core and memory will be balanced. And when you go for general purpose also, you are having A series, B series, D series, DC series. Okay, you are having different series: A family, B family, D family. Okay, and you will have some DC family. So you are having different series here. Okay, for example, okay, don't get confused or don't think too much. Okay, too much. Uh, don't think I need to remember all this stuff. Subbu means you know it, sir. Basically, okay, but when you decide I wanted to go for general purpose, when you decide I wanted to go for general purpose, okay, then which series mostly will go for C sir, A series, B series, D series, DC series. Okay, see, A series is entry level. Entry level means basic to basic application I can go for, sir. Okay. B series also mostly I never use it. We never use her. D series, yes, D series will use mostly. Mostly will go for D series because enterprise level applications, relational databases like SQL, Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL. Okay, if you are trying to deploy databases related RDS, RDBMS, then I can go for D family. Okay, D family. I don't know anything about this Subbu. Okay, this Subbu. Then if you go for example, I can go for DV5. If I go for DV5, it will tell you clearly, sir, what is the process you are getting. Intel Exynos Platinum 8473 process you are getting, which is running with the 3.5 gigahertz speed. Okay, which is running with 3.5 gigahertz speed. In this series, in this series, you will get minimum 2 cores. You will get it. Maximum 96 cores. You will get it. Maximum 96 cores. You will get it. Minimum 8 GB you will get it, and maximum 384 GB you will get it. And how many disk you will get it, how many IOPS you will get it, how much Mbps per second you can transfer the data. See, you will get a complete information about D series. D series. So before you suggesting, you will go for general purpose. So I'm going for general purpose. Under general purpose, I wanted to go for D family because I am trying to deploy my VM. I am trying to deploy my VM for SQL purpose. I am trying to deploy my SQL purpose, but for that application, it is a minimal scale application. This is not a massive scale application. So I am going for general purpose because in general purpose, the memory and the CPU will be balanced. So I'm going for general purpose, and here I can go for this many series are available. This many series are available. Series list are available. Okay, if I go for this one, I will go for this CPU. How much is CPU? How much memory you are getting? If I go for DB V5 DB, yes, V5 series. How much is CPUs? How much disk? What is the local disk? What is the see? You will get to know complete information about each and every series. No one can remember, sir. No one can remember. Okay, from the portal you will just get this information. From the portal you will get this information. You can copy this one, go to the blog, paste this one, enter. Okay, so enter. Now if you open Microsoft blog, Microsoft will clearly tell about this series. Okay, if this is fitting for your requirement, you can talk to your application team, talk to your Windows team, talk to Azure admin people. If this series is fitting, if this process is okay, this much memory is okay. Yeah, see, sir, he is clearly telling per core, you are getting 4 GB of RAM. Per core, you are getting 4 GB of RAM per core. So general purpose, right? It's a balanced. It's a balanced. General purpose is a balanced. So per core, you are getting 4 GB of RAM. You are not dedicatedly assigning RAMs are here. If you want to increase the memory, you need to increase the core. There is a dependency. If you want to increase the memory, you need to increase the core. If you are increasing the core, memory is automatically increasing, sir. So that is how it is working backend. So no one will remember all this things, sir. Okay, mostly we'll go for D series. Mostly we'll go for D series, sir. Please keep it in mind. Okay, if you go for general purpose. No, I want more powerful computer, means powerful CPU. I want more powerful CPU, sir, then I can go for compute optimized. Compute optimized. Okay. Compute optimized is nothing but powerful memory. Sorry, powerful CPU. A powerful CPU. Okay. Powerful cores. Powerful cores. If I wanted to go for powerful cores, then I can go for compute optimized. Compute optimized. So I want a CPU along with the memory also better. Then I can go for memory optimized. Mostly our SQL families, mostly our SQL families will go for memory optimized compute, sir. Okay, you are having a doubt on mind. Subbu, we are getting a lot of confused which series I need to go. Means as you are a SQL engineer, sir, SQL engineers like a DBS, like a DBS. Either it can be Oracle or SQL or PostgreSQL. Mostly will go for memory optimizer. You know that memory will plays a vital role for DBS. Okay, we will go for memory optimize. That too will go for E series. That too will go for E series, E families, E families. So if someone is asking when you are going to deploy the VM, what size you will prefer mostly for SQL Server means either if medium scale application, I can go for general purpose. Under general purpose, and I can go for the D series. Or if it's a little bit critical application, then I can go for memory optimized and I can go for E series. Getting, not getting, sir. Come on, yeah. Try to at least everyone. Yes, no, yes, no.
Yes, Subbu.
Yeah, super.
This is very important, sir. Okay, how you can choose means mostly we'll go for E series, sir. Just keep it in your mind. So, for example, if I go for DV5, okay, uh, I can copy this one. I can go here. I can paste here. Okay, I can get to this one here. I am getting. These are almost 104 cores you are getting, 672 GB of RAM you are getting. Okay, these are here per core you are getting 8 GB of RAM. Just now we verified per core you are getting 4 GB of RAM. Now you are getting per core 8 GB of RAM. Of course, the price will also vary, sir. Don't think that price won't vary. Price will vary, but here you are getting per core 8 GB of RAM, sir. One core 8 GB of RAM you are getting. So mostly this is how we will consider, sir, when you especially go for when you get a chance to build a VM in real world. Okay, how I can choose the sizes, Subbu, means what sort of application it is, how much criticality the application is. If it is a medium scale application, not that much heavily used, then go for general purpose, sir. Okay. You can provide this document to the application team and tell them, can you walk through all this one? Which one you are expecting? You want high performance or you want memory optimized? You want storage optimized? Okay, storage optimized, or you want high performance, or you want confidential compute, or so. For example, I am going to build a computer for 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 graphic purpose. So I am going to perform the video editing. I'm going to perform some 3D animations, 7D, 4D, 3D, 7D. I'm trying to more on graphics, sir, editing purpose, video editing purpose. Then I can go for GPU. GPU. I can go for GPU family, sir. I can go for GPU family. Okay, I want high performance compute. I can go for high performance compute. I want to go for storage. I can go for storage optimized. Storage optimized. Here also you will see NC family, ND family, NG family. You need to spend some time before you suggest, sir. Don't blindly suggest. Okay, Subbu told that I can go for mostly, sir, as a database administrator will go for memory optimized, will go for general purpose, sir. Will go for general purpose mostly, which general purpose or memory optimized. But again, sir, before you conclude, tell to your application team, walk through all this one. Getting my point, everyone? No? Yes? Okay. Yeah. I hope you understand, sir, what I need to take in care when I'm specially go and spin the VMs. One is sizes. Sizes is very, 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 very important, sir. Sizes is very, very important. So general purpose, computer optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized, GPU, FPZ, high performance. Mostly we'll go for compute memory optimized and general purpose, sir. Under general purpose, we'll go for D family. And DC is nothing but same, sir, almost, but it is a confidential. Mostly we'll go for E series. E series memory optimized. How you can prefer means for core, how much of memory you are getting, sir. So always prefer little higher memory per core you are getting. That will give the best performance for your SQL databases, right? Based on that, you will select it. Okay, not okay. So one is sizes is very important. One is which operating system you wanted to deploy, that VM. These two are very, very important, sir. These two are very, very important before you go and deploy the virtual machine. So tomorrow when we are deploying virtual machine, I will walk through many things, sir. That time you will get to know. Okay. Let's stop the session here. Any questions? Any questions, sir? Okay. Nothing. Stop.